Community trying to process the unthinkable. 8 people shot and killed in their home. The small southern Utah town releasing details tonight in an emotional press conference.
That the suspect took his own life after killing 7 others in the home. The suspect is 42-year-old Michael Haight.
Tonight, police in Enoch saying 5 kids, including a 4-year-old, 2 7-year-olds, a 12-year-old, and 17-year-old, were all shot and killed, along with 40-year-old Tasha Haight and her 78-year-old mother, Gail Earl. City manager and acting PIO of Enoch, Rob Dotson, saying the family was found during a welfare check, saying Michael Haight, father, husband, and son-in-law, took their lives before taking his own. Tim Marriott, a student services coordinator, saying this tragedy has a huge impact on the schools there, and the counselors, therapists, and social workers are all available for students in need.
The trials and the hard times are not going to be done after today. We noticed that there's quite a few students that are gone today in their schools, and we recognize that these next several days, weeks, months that are coming are going to be difficult for our schools and for our teachers.
Mayor Chestnut also at the press conference in tears as he described the relationship with the Haights and how close their small community is in Enoch, calling them all a family.
Tonight, family and friends just devastated by this loss, sharing their heartbreak as they work to understand how this happened. ABC4's Courtney Johns live in studio tonight with more on how the family is being remembered. Courtney.
Glenn, Becky Thurgood says she's known Tasha Haight for 17 years, and she cannot believe something so terrible could happen to such an amazing person.
I'm still trying to process the fact that she's gone and that her kids are gone.
Becky Thurgood has known Tasha Haight since the two were both pregnant for the first time.
She was quick-witted. She could make you laugh so easily. She was a rock for me during some hard times for me, and she was always a soundboard for me. She was a light, just a joy to be around.
At one point, they lived just a block away from each other.
She and I'd go for walks every morning with our babies.
She says she can't understand what happened. Police saying they believe Tasha's husband, Michael Haight, shot her, their 5 children, and her mother before turning the gun on himself.
It's a shock. I'm baffled by it.
Becky didn't know him well, but she knew Tasha had filed for divorce last month.
She was just ready to move on into a new chapter of her life with her kids, and her 2 oldest were ready for it as well.
That chapter ending with so many unanswered questions. Becky finds solace in her faith.
And it's the only comfort that I'm feeling at this time is knowing that they're at peace and they're together and they're missed.
Even though they didn't see each other as often as she says they used to, she says that they could always pick up right where they left off. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Courtney. Amid the tragedy in Enoch, Utah Domestic Violence Coalition reminding people of resources to help with domestic violence. Enoch is a small town of about 8,000 people. UDVC is saying homicides in rural communities are 3 times as likely to involve an intimate partner than in larger cities, saying when these incidents happen, the impact is profound and overlapping. Kimmy Wolf with UDVC is saying small towns are tight-knit, so it can be hard for victims to come forward with family problems.
Sometimes getting someone to believe when they know your partner, that can be difficult.
Wolf saying people in Enoch have a local domestic violence advocate there. We have that number posted on the bottom of the screen. And if you live anywhere in Utah and need help, you can always call the Domestic Violence Coalition confidential hotline. The number's on your screen. They are available to help 24/7.
This tragedy getting attention all across the country, even from the President of the United States. Today, the White House saying this: the President and First Lady are mourning with the Enoch City, Utah community in the wake of this tragic shooting that has reportedly claimed the lives of 5 children and multiple adults in their family home. Too many Americans have lost loved ones or had their lives forever changed due to gun violence, and gun violence remains the leading cause of death for children in America. Less than 1 month after we marked 10 years since the Sandy Hook tragedy, another mass shooting has claimed the lives of 5 more children in Enoch City.